I'm one out of like millions of people here, and I would like to believe that my vote has some type of influence or some type of impact on this election.
In this bucket
And it plays into the hands of the terrorists.
Has no respect.
I am the least racist person.
Admit and condemn.
Was made for you and me.
My name is Jessie Serrano.
Hi, my name is Pamela.
Ava Graciela Rudder.
My name is Michaela. I'm a freshman, and I'm an English major.
I know some people feel like their individual vote doesn't count, but it's the movement of the whole.
In a Hispanic family, we don't vote because like they don't touch certain topics where, you know, they can relate.
This is my first year voting, and I really do think that there are a lot of issues that the candidates should really touch upon, but I don't think they're getting there.
The presidential race itself has been very controversial, and just having a stand on the various things that have come up, I think is important to have it known.
It's kind of like you have the water droplets that build the whole tank. It's not necessarily all of the water together. Like, it's all of the water together. It's not necessarily just one big body. This is my first year voting, and I'm having to look at this election much more differently than I had to 4 years ago.
One of Donald Trump's strengths is that he gets people constantly talking.
He's more of, you know, a business type of man. He has a different perspective than Hillary, where I feel like he has no filter.
I guess in reference to Hillary Clinton, I mean, you know, she would be our first woman president. That's sort of significant.
I think I'm more disappointed with the Republican nomination of Trump.
I wish that there was a different Republican candidate, because this is somebody who's just done work in business and reality television, whereas Clinton, I think, is much more qualified. She was the Secretary of State. I think she's much more qualified than Trump.
So you're saying that you wish there was a different Republican candidate? Who do you think should have been the Republican candidate?
There's not a lot of good choices, but I think the best one would probably have been Ted Cruz.
Well, I see a lot of ads revolving around, I want to say three particular propositions. So there's the legalization of marijuana. There's one about school education funding. And there is another one, and I'm not remembering right now. And I feel like there hasn't been nearly as much coverage this election regarding those propositions as in other elections.
Old scars with each other get brought up that really have no relevance to the current topic. Clinton was bringing up like problems with Trump's past. Trump was bringing up criticizing aspects of Clinton's past. They were making jabs at each other instead of really answering the questions. I feel like they were more concerned with elevating their opinion with the public more so than actually attending to the needs of the public.
It was disappointing because we really just saw more of the same, more back and forth insults. No one really touched upon any of the topics given, and we saw like the moderators just constantly saying, yeah, but you haven't answered this question. I think one of the best moments from the last debate was when Clinton talked really beautifully about women's rights and abortion.
Definitely, I would go in not knowing what I'm, you know, casting my vote for. I definitely would do my research, but I feel like if it was more emphasized, I would have a better understanding and a better, you know, perspective on what I'm going to be voting for the propositions.
Do you believe that your vote matters in this election?
I believe to an extent my vote will matter.
Do you believe that your vote will matter in this presidential election?
Yes.
I believe that it will matter because I'm getting out there and saying something. I think it's better to just, even if your heart isn't in it, just go out there and cast your vote.
You know, my vote is that small percentage who are, like, you know, who are going out there to vote and, you know, to control how, you know, we're gonna be within like the next few years.
It will definitely make me feel less proud of circling the bubble, because I feel like I don't feel proud of the people from which I must choose.
This land is your land. This land is was made for you and me.